On March 8th, there will be another vote in Switzerland, and we will be voting on the halving initiative. We'll quickly and concisely tell you what you need to know.
Currently, each household pays 335 francs per year in fees for radio and TV, known as the SRG fees. These fees fund SRG, which provides 17 radio programs and 7 television programs across all 4 language regions. By law, they are required to provide the same information everywhere, on radio, television, online, and on social media. For this, they have an annual budget of 1.56 billion francs, and 83% of that budget is covered by the SRG fees.
In total, about 90% of these fees go to SRG, 4 to 6% to local radio stations and regional television, and the rest to SRG itself or the Federal Office of Communications. Therefore, local radio stations and regional television would not be affected by this cost-cutting measure. They would thus continue to receive the same amount of money from these fees as before.
The SRG initiative now aims to lower the fees to 200 francs per year and to exempt companies from these fees entirely. The initiators believe, on the one hand, that not so much money should be spent on this, and they also think that due to today's streaming options on TV and online, television is not watched as often as it used to be.
However, the opponents see things a bit differently. In times when your feed is flooded with AI-generated content and anyone can post anything on social media, it's all the more important to have trustworthy sources for reliable information. The SRG ensures that people all across Switzerland have access to fact-based reporting. So the opponents are convinced that such cost-cutting measures threaten public service and weaken our country's information security.
If the initiative is accepted, according to the Federal Office of Communications, the SRG would only have 630 million francs available per year. With these funds, they then should only offer information that is relevant to the general public. As a result, there would be almost no regional reporting anymore. In addition, coverage in the areas of culture and sports would decrease significantly.
Each year, SRG broadcasts around 9,000 hours of live sports from over 100 different sports disciplines. The whole thing is very expensive, and if the initiative is accepted, fringe sports such as floorball, athletics or handball will be cut, and only major events will be broadcast. And SRG is also heavily involved in the cultural sector. Around 17% of the annual expenditures go directly into culture. So even there, cultural diversity would have to be reduced or even eliminated entirely.
As a countermeasure, the federal government has decided to lower the annual fees to 300 francs until 2029. That's why SRG has already started implementing cost-saving measures.
Now you're up to date and can vote until March 8th. Don't forget to follow.